Hello, Mark Holt, Nostalgia Dirt Series, and I'm out here in the middle of nowhere by Dayton, Iowa, and I'm going to be meeting with Mr. Leroy Jones here in a little bit. So I just wanted to go ahead and shoot a video and kind of get you familiar with what the scoop is here at this privately owned racetrack in Dayton, Iowa. This season, me and Ben and Joe came out and what an awesome experience it was. So we'll be talking to Mr. Leroy Jones here shortly. So as you can see, we've got Old Glory flying out here. Pretty cool. We've got a race car up here on the pole. Looks to be like Mr. number 19. Zoom in on it a little bit here. So how cool is that? And if I remember correctly, Leroy said that was dedicated by Mr. Marty Pringle himself, one of his collection. And they put her up there for just to kind of mark where this cool track is. So I'll pull in the driveway here. I see they've got some farm equipment and whatnot. That's the racetrack there. So I'll be meeting. Sorry about my crude camera skills here. Got Old Glory again flying in the middle of the racetrack. Pretty awesome. And this time you'll be able to hear him. There won't be so much wind noise around. And hopefully Leroy will let us walk around and show off this racetrack of his, and just kind of panning around at this cool shop and where Leroy does his masterpieces, and has got his little sidekick there that come out to greet me. And he or she? She's got her own pickup outside for a house. How cool is that? Awesome. Very awesome. So hello, Mr. Leroy. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So this man here invited us this season to come out to his racetrack, and what a blessing that was. And so I got a whole bunch of stupid questions to ask you, Leroy. Is that okay?
You bet. I'm not very bright. It'll work just fine.
You're an amazing man as far as Nostalgia Dirt Series is concerned, definitely. You built your own racetrack on your farm, and can you tell us a little bit about it? So it's basically a knockoff of a different track. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. When I was a young boy, Dayton, Iowa had a speedway. They operated it from 1959 to 1969. And it was actually down around the rodeo arena in Dayton right now.
Sure.
And what I did, I went down, I measured that old track, rough as I could, and I tried to replicate it out here in my field. And my neighbor south of me a mile here, he helped me with a dozer, and I got an old road grader, and we made it a racetrack.
That's awesome. So what were your helpers' names? I think we met them when we were here at your event.
Yeah, Steve Collin helped me with the track.
Sure.
And one thing I'll have to tell you, my grandson farmed the ground, and I asked him if he wanted 3 acres of corn or a racetrack, and he decided on a racetrack.
Well, you got to have your priorities,
yeah,
right?
So that's where we went with.
Well, you guys did a great job. That racetrack is one of the coolest probably I've ever raced on, and it's kind of an invite here, and it's kind of a family get together, and so what kind of memories and what was the purpose of this racetrack?
The purpose of it was I loved the old ways of racing. I still have a friend, Harold Anderson, that will be 97 in about a month, and he was my hero when I was 14. And I built one old car to kind of honor him, and I think the racetrack goes along with it to honor Harold. And Yeah, I want to keep, just like Mark, I want to keep the old racing alive.
Awesome, and you do a great job. When we come to so unbeknownst to you, I did a video of just coming down your lane here and seeing your farm and seeing that old race car up on the pedestal there, and it's just so I'm naming your track, if that's okay with you, the Field of Dreams.
Okay, that's fine.
So
And also thanks a lot to Marty Pringle for the old car and the help and the encouragement he gave me.
you bet. Marty is a very amazing man, and I'm very fortunate to have Marty in my life and mentoring me about racing and racing history. Him and Monty both,
Yeah.
definitely. We did a tribute to him this year at our national event. So Harold has kind of asked me to come and help him with planning for the event for next season, and I am honored and privileged to do that. And we're gonna talk, and we've already had a meeting today, and we're gonna have invite some cars, special invites, and we're just gonna have fellowship and have another occasion where we get back to how racing used to be, where it's all about getting together and celebration and having fun and the camaraderie and the smack talk and
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I just wanna thank you for including us in this very. I don't know if you probably do, but this is just a very special deal, and it's by the grace of God that I got to meet you and be a part of this, and I'm honored to help you and keep this going. So
I
just really appreciate
I
it.
appreciate all your help too, Mark. I will.
You bet. And I saw some videos. You had a grandson out there on a motorcycle.
Oh, he's wild.
He is wild. I saw him doing wheelies all the way down the
Yeah.
straightaway.
He's pretty handy in the old race cars too. Yeah, he is.
That's awesome. So look forward to hearing more about Leroy's story, and look forward to hearing more about this special invite event. We'll be going live and publicizing that when we have it, and I'm sure we'll have a good crowd on hand. Didn't you and your grandson even build your flag stand?
Yes, yes. Well, not my grandson, another young man that helped me on the farm.
Sure.
We built the flag stand right in the shop here.
That was cool.
Yeah.
And kind of mobile, so I see it's put away for the season
Yeah.
and whatnot. And
Yeah.
but so we at Nostalgia Dirt Series just want to thank you, Leroy. It's very important to us about keeping racing history alive, and we're just thank God that we met you, and you are a great champion for racing history, and it's just been an honor to come here and meet with you today. So we like everybody to look forward to hearing more from Leroy and more about this track. And Leroy's going to give me some names of some people to interview for racing history, so that's cool. So, do you got anything to say to your viewers?
Well,
Your fans?
If we have a race this summer and you can make it, come on down. We'll have a little fun.
Awesome. I'll get some video of the racetrack, and look forward to hearing more about this special invite. I told Leroy I was going to name his track the Field of Dreams because it's way cool. So until we see each other again, this is Mark Holt from the Nostalgia Dirt Series. If you like what we're doing, please hit the subscribe button. Please feel free to leave us a comment. If you know Leroy, we'd love to hear some stories, maybe that he don't want to get out, or about his racing or whatever. So just feel free to comment and ask questions, and we'll be happy to answer any kind of questions you have, or we'd love to see any kind of feedback about the racing around Dayton, Iowa, and Webster City, and people from this area. So thank you for watching, and we look forward to hearing from you. Before I leave, Leroy said I could walk around the property here, so before I leave, I kind of want to, I've been bragging about this track here, and I want to show you the hard work that they put in out here and by Dayton, Iowa. And he's got, coming up on the 30th, he's having a whole bunch of people out here with old tractors, and he's going to be hooking up to these plows. They're just going to have a good old wholesome hay ride, and the old tractors are going to plow up his fields out here. So that's what the plows are in the middle of the field. But look at this racetrack. How cool is that? And people gather here on the grounds. Leroy and a youngster had made a flag stand that they have got put away, but yeah, I just took a bulldozer and a grader, and this was farmland. And like Leroy said, he asked his son, do you want some 3 acres of farmland or do you want a racetrack? Well, so being a racer at heart, look what won out, the racing. So we got the plows in the middle ready for October 30th, the big plow off. Got Old Glory and the POW flag flying proudly here in the middle of the raceway. But you know, it just doesn't get any cooler than this. I think so much of Leroy. He's a veteran himself, and just being able to experience this, I just want to share it with you, our viewers. And again, when we have our event here next season in 2023, I'll be going live, and don't quite have television cameras around here, but by golly, we'll be going live and showing off the invitation only event here at the Field of Dreams Raceway in Dayton, Iowa. And hopefully you can hear me with all this wind going on. But just how cool is this? His grandsons, he's got some coops in the barn back there, and his grandsons get him out and they just have a good time. And this is what it's about, living in America and enjoying our freedoms, and just a way cool experience, and I want to share it with you. So again, this is Mark Holt, Nostalgia Dirt Series. If you like what we're doing, please leave some comments, help with our algorithm, and we'd love to hear your feedback on what we're doing, what you'd like to see. So thank you for being a part of racing history. Thank you for supporting Nostalgia Dirt Series. This is Mark Holt from Dayton, Iowa, signing off.